Good morning, Rainmakers. It's welcome back to Reignway Realty channel, where we talk real estate, real life, and real growth. I'm your host, Priyan, and in today's episode is a little different. Like yesterday, it's personal and it's raw. It's something that I think every one of us has faced or will face at some point in our lives. So let's start by asking a question: Are you really doing something that you love, something that excites you, drives you, and gives you life meaning? If you've ever had to walk away from something, a job, a relationship, a routine, then this episode is for you. The moment you decide to walk away from something safe and familiar, you feel two things: fear and freedom. You're standing at the edge of something big. And yes, it's scary. Starting always is. But don't mistake fear for failure. Sometimes fear just means that you're finally moving on to something that is heading you in the right direction. Leaving a job isn't just about, or a relationship that doesn't align with your values, is super hard. It takes vulnerability as a strength to carry out the process of doing that. And you're not alone. Most successful people have faced this jump many times and will do maybe in the future as well. As Nicole Soburn said, sometimes the hardest part isn't letting go, but learning to start over again. One of the biggest pressures that you'll face in this chapter is financial, of course. You may not have the regular paycheck anymore, and it may feel terrifying, but let me tell you something. Don't let money be the reason to rush back into the same cycle, because ultimately what will happen is that you'll just end up doing exactly the same as what you did before, but in a different environment. Society creates a trap for you to earn more money, spend more money, and stay in debt. To give you an example of this, you get a bigger job, you earn more money, you buy a bigger house, have a bigger mortgage, you buy a new car, you eat in more expensive places. So even though you have earned more money and you've elevated in life, you're still within the system of debt and still have to be working in order to pay for that lifestyle. So it's super important to understand, as I always quoted one of the books from Rich Dad, Poor Dad, understanding your cash flow, understanding your assets and your liabilities, and making sure that you save money in order to have active money covering your expensive and passive money, basically growing your wealth. If you are looking at sort of taking this step, it's always important to create a financial cushion, maybe 1 or 2 months if possible, and then carrying out budgets to cover the necessary costs. So therefore, then you are able to carry out this process in a calm way where you can make informed decisions which aren't just based on the fear of losing money or having the pressure of having to find money in order to pay bills. So not just jumping, it's important not jumping into other soul draining job just for money. So that's why it's so important that you carry out this initial process if you're thinking about going through the process. Vicky Robin mentioned your money or your life, or how to redefine wealth beyond income, i.e., your life is not just your money, your life is your life. Wealth is the ability to fully experience life. So remember that. Now you've made the decision, you've done the budgeting. Now it's your moment. You've got a blank page. What are you going to write on it? Think about it. This is where you need vision, goals, and clarity. Why? Why did you leave? What do you want to build? What do you want to achieve? Who do you want to be? Create a simple mission statement for your new chapter in terms of what you want. I want to be the best personal trainer in the world for postnatal and prenatal women. As an example, make it niche, make it clear, make it detailed. Defines your goals clearly, short term and long term. Journal your thoughts, for example, and build self-awareness. Writing and having the opportunity and the time to do this will give you a lot of insight about your surroundings and who you are as a person. I tend to do my journaling early morning when I wake up at 5 a.m. because I'm part of the 5 a.m. club, which is created by Robin Sharma. Create a professional board of advisors. This is super important. Be surrounded by people. Advisors such as your friends, your family, your mentors, podcasts, books. Be motivated. As Jim Rohn said, if you don't design your life plan, chances are you'll fall into somebody else's life plan. Hence, if you're an employee of somebody and you're just working for the sake of working, you're filling their dream. You're working for their dreams. You're not working for your own dreams. Now, I'm not saying you can't work for somebody, but why are you working? Is it because you love the job and you resonate with it? Fantastic. Is it because you're looking to build wealth in order to escape? That's okay as well. But just make sure your goals are clearly defined and everything's in place. Now more than ever, you need people. Remember that. So not people who are going to be yes men or critics, but honest, like-minded souls who believe in you. And it starts with you being honest with them as well. So be honest with them, tell them, as I've already told a few people due to my circumstances, it's a bit scary, but I also feel super motivated. Be open with your fears and dreams. Join communities and like-minded people, real estate startups, meetups, entrepreneurial groups, and speak things into existence. Clarity comes from authentication. Remember, your network creates your net wealth. As Oprah Winfrey used to say, surround yourself with people who are going to lift you and make you higher. So, yes, it's scary, but it's also beautiful. You made a brave choice. You've decided to bet on you. Now, protect your energy, build your vision, and make the kind of life you need where you don't need a vacation from it because you love it so much and you're so engrossed in it. I really do believe that these decisions are important in life. They're not difficult. They are difficult and they are soul draining. But if you really believe in yourself and your vision and who you are as a person and have a purpose, you will succeed 100%. It may take a little longer than you expected, but if you have all these things in place, it will accelerate it and become reality. If you're watching and listening to this and you're getting through a similar moment, I see you and you're not alone. If this episode resonated with you, drop me a comment, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe to the Reignway Realty channel. We've got more conversations like this coming throughout the year, especially for those building a dream and life through real estate and beyond. So until the next time, stay grounded, stay brave, and stay rising. Thank you, Rainmakers.